स्वच्छिष्टायां सजनिगणतं यावना कुच्चपुन्ते गोदातस्येनमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः. 25 days are over. Today is the 26th. மாலே மணிவண்ணா மார்கழி நீராடுவான் மேலையார் ஸ்ரீ வனகர் வேண்டுவன கேட்டியேன் ஞானத்தை எல்லாம் நெடுங்க முரல பாலன்ன வண்ணத்தில் பாஞ்சஜன்யமே போல்குண செங்கங்கள் போய் வரையே பல்லாண்டு செய்ப்பாரே கோல விளக்கே கொடியே விதானமே ஆதி நிலையாய் அருளேலோ எம்பாவாய். Now coming to Goda Devi's Thiruppavai on the 26th day. Today is 26th day, means tomorrow is 27th day, Kudaraivalli. I wish all of you were here. Significant Kudaraivalli is all the Vaishnavas come to, but unfortunately we are always divided. This is the problem. Now, back to the Goda Devi is here. Male Manivanna. And she is also glorifying the Panchajanyam in this verse, in this today's verse in a very wonderful way, with a lot of spiritual significance. Now, she is addressing directly Lord Krishna. Krishna, may you, our most merciful Lord, of all the Ashritas. Ashritas means one who has surrendered to Narayana. That is why it's called Samashrayanam. Means you take shelter at the feet of someone. Krishna, your body color itself is so beautiful, like that of a Indranila Mani. Krishna is Meghashyamala Murti. That Meghashyamala Murti can also have the body color of Neelamani, sapphire, Indra Neelamani. Be pleased, Krishna, to bless us, that we do what our Acharyas told us to do. Though she said actually ancestors. Ancestors those days, they refer only to the Acharyas. Because in the olden days, most of the people who are very orthodox are themselves Swayam Acharyas. They did not go separately to another Acharya. They themselves will be doing the Samashrayanam, Sharanagati, etc. to all their family members and the other people who come there to them. So by saying ancestors, she is actually referring to, according to her Acharyas, the Purvacharyas. Now what is it that our Purvacharyas have said? Wake up before the sunrise. Go to the river Yamuna. Take a wonderful bath during this month of Margashira. And let our vratam become fruitful, successful. Now she is addressing Srivaliputtur's original principal deity, Vatapatrashayi. Hey Vatapatrashayi, blesses Krishna with a huge musical instrument. Krishna, that musical instrument should be like your milk white Panchajanya, as much great sound that it produces the Panchajanyam, that can rattle the whole world. Let it rattle the whole world. Let everybody, every sleeping soul be woken up. Krishna, give us beautiful lamps, Krishna, to light for you. Give us beautiful banners, Krishna, canopies, Krishna. Invite everyone. Please bless us, Krishna, that this Margali Vratam that we started should be completed successfully because of your abundance of grace. Now here you can see Goda Devi bringing in various aspects. Bhagavan Sri Krishna could become big Krishnas for the Rasa. And when the Gopikas offered him a very high rise asana, how? With the 16,000 upper floors of all the Gopikas, what a beautiful Simhasanam it would have made, and how bashful the Gopikas would have been, and how much Krishna would have enjoyed. Rather, Krishna being a Atma Rama, how much the Gopikas would have enjoyed the great company of Krishna. How much Krishna might have thought about it to give the most unimaginable happiness in the Gopikas with the divine sport called Rasa Krida, followed by Jala Krida. Never before heard of, never before seen the Divya Leela of Lord Krishna. That is why this Divya Leela of Lord Krishna became so famous that even the Devi Devatas have forgotten everything and have assembled there in their beautiful vimanas to enjoy this Nabhuto Nabhavishyati Rasa Krida of Lord Krishna. And that Sharat Purnima, the time was completely frozen. Therefore, only Krishna knows whether that night was only for 12 hours or for a month, from Ashveja Purnima to Kartika Purnima, or for a year, or for thousands of Mahayugas. That is the power of Krishna. Kalosmi, he is the time. He can freeze time, he can accelerate time, he can decelerate time. That Supreme Lord Krishna, just to please the Gopikas, appeared in the dark colored blue-black saree of a Gopika, was so merciful, he exchanged his Pitambaram even with her. Imagine how happy that Gopika would have felt. They were there enjoying in absolute privacy. When the other Gopikas who were searching for them found them, in their hurry they wrapped up and said, not that Krishna doesn't know. Krishna knows Bhuta Bhavishyat Vartamana Reti. He knows. But he just wanted to know how the other Gopika feels, how ecstatic, how bashful. Therefore, on purpose, Krishna wrapped the Neelambaram of the Gopika. And that Gopika is now left with no choice except to wrap in the Pitambaram of Lord Krishna. That's why Jayadeva Goswami describes in a beautiful way in Krishna Karnamritam, Pratar Neela Nichola Mambar Vapu Sambhita Pitambaram. That Krishna wanted to enjoy the bashful face of the Gopika. So purposefully, he took the saree of the Gopika and wrapped himself. And the Gopika is now forced to wrap Krishna's Pitambaram. And what is that Gopika was telling before? No, Krishna is not here. Krishna is not here. And the other Gopika smiled, yes, yes, we know, Vishnu, we know Krishna is not here. Then the Gopika asked, why are you laughing? No, nothing. We believe certainly you said Krishna is not here enjoying with you in your privacy. But the only surprising thing is, how come you are wrapping Krishna's Pitambaram? What happened to your saree? Imagine how much that Gopika would have enjoyed that moment. And imagine more than the Gopika, how much Krishna would have enjoyed the Madhurya Bhavam that the Gopika is going through. Now, Lord Krishna appeared. You know, Maharishi Vedavyasa says, like an untamed bull in a cow pen, where Not one, not two, 16,000 gopikas are there, anxiously waiting for him. And Krishna did not stop there. Wanted to give an ecstatic experience even to river Yamuna. Took all the 16,000 gopikas and brought them to the Jalakriya. And how come the gopikas, some of them are married, some of them have children, some of them are quite aged. Still, how did they participate in the Rasa Kriya or the Jalakriya? Krishna, the Supreme Lord, can do wonders. He's called Bhagavan. He's not like any other Tom, Dick and Harry, Devi, Devatas. Literally, Krishna got just one command. The waters from Viraja, divine river where the Jivatmas take bath before going to Vaikuntham to get the Divya Sharira. Krishna brought the waters of that river Viraja beyond the Brahmaloka and mixed that water with the waters of Yamuna. Therefore, anybody who takes a bath in the waters of Viraja will get a divine body that will never be subject to old age, that will never be subject to any kind of deformation. Therefore, whether the gopikas are elderly or have children or everything or anything, everyone became Navayavanandis. Krishna can transform even the most ugliest of the ugliest looking Kujja into an Apsarasa. If that were to be the case of Kujja, what could be the case of Gopikas, the great Maharshis of Ramayana, craving for Rama, having taken the birth of Gopikas, now taking a bath in Yamuna, that Yamuna waters mixed with the waters of Viraja. That is the supremacy of Krishna. Easy to say everyone is Bhagavan, Bhagavan. Let them do this kind of things, including getting Viraja waters to Yamuna. That is why they say till today, Yamuna, taking a bath in Yamuna is a very, very auspicious thing. Well, in spite of all these things, never mistake Krishna in the ordinary, mundane, physical way of a young boy enjoying with the girls. No. He is Anadit Brahmachari cha Krishna Yasana Karishakaha. Krishna, in spite of enjoying with the 16,000 gopikas, marrying the 8 forms of Mahalakshmi, Ashtalakshmis, 16,100 princesses that were imprisoned by Narakasura, marrying all of them, and having 10 children with each one of them, 16,108 wives times 10 children each will be 1,60,000, 61,080 children. 1,61,080 children. Still, the Vedas are proclaiming Krishna is Anadi Brahmachari, Askalita Brahmachari. How did these people have the children? Angani yasya sakalendriya vidhimanti pashyanti panti kayanti chiram jaganti. Just with the sight of Krishna, he can impregnate all of them. The minute Krishna came and approached them, they were there completely mesmerized in an ecstatic world. And what all the experience they had is in their sphere, not in Krishna's sphere. And all of them have conceived repeatedly and gave birth to 10 children. Yet Krishna remained a brahmachari. With his eyesight, Krishna can kill the entire 18 Nakshatrinis. As Krishna says, Mayaivaite nihataha purvameva nimitta matram bhava savyasacham. Krishna did not take up any weapon to kill all the 18 battalions of people. Just with his sight, Krishna can give amritam with his sight. As in the case of the gopikas, gopas, cows, calves, 7 days non-stop rain, Govardhanagiri lifting. What about the food? What about hunger and thirst for all of them? Just with the sight of Krishna, he could distribute amritam to all of them. That Krishna, when we are leaving and going for Kshudra Devata, how unfortunate are we? Now, Krishna, whatever he did, was always Shastra Vihitam. Whatever Krishna did has become Dharma. Whatever Krishna said has become Dharma. Whatever Krishna said became Satyam. The very next moment, Krishna never did Adharma. Krishna never told a lie. In an ignorant way, we think, did not Krishna go and steal? Is it not adharma? Every house belongs to him. He went to his house number 1, house number 16,484, and ate butter. How can you call it when you go to his own house and eat? Oh, Krishna touched the other woman. How can you say other woman? When Krishna is there as Antaryami of everyone, when you touch your own face, suppose you put your finger on your own face and you touch your face, do you think some other person is touching you? You yourself are touching your own face. Krishna, the Antaryami, who is there in everyone. How can you say somebody is different from Krishna? Everyone belongs to Krishna. Not only that, oh, you may say, how come Krishna took away all the clothes of the gopikas when they were waiting and then sat on the top of the tree? You know what the gopikas said? Krishna, you are doing this kind of naughty things. You are forcing us to go to the king and complain about you. But the problem is, Krishna, when we go and complain to the king will ask, are there any witnesses that Krishna has stolen your clothes? That Krishna committed. Krishna, what can we do, Krishna? Suppose we bring Dharma Devata as a witness. Dharma Devata, you stand in the witness box and you give the evidence that Krishna did adharma. But we are afraid, Krishna, that Dharma Devata standing in the witness box will simply say, whatever Krishna did is a dharma. Therefore, where can we go, Krishna? That is the supremacy of Krishna. Now, Krishna being so great, the Gopikas wanted Shankha, instrument that produces Pranavanada, that Pranavam, Akara, Ukara, Makara, iti. The relationship of a Jivatma with Paramatma, Anusandhanakarta as Mahalakshmi. That is why doing Sharanagati with the Anusandhanakarta Mahalakshmi is the most important one. And that Krishna is also looks like an innocent child lying down on a banyan leaf. Kararavindena padaravindam mukharavindi viniveshayantam vatasya patrasya puteshayanam alam mukundam manasasmaram. That Krishna can appear as Vatapatashayi. That Krishna can appear as Vishwarupa Krishna. Sahasra Sirisha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapa. Again I told you, don't take literally Sahasra means 1,000. When we have one head, we have 2 eyes. When we have one body, we have 2 legs. If that were to be the case, Sahasra Sirisha, Krishna has appeared in Vishwarupa with 1,000 heads. When there are 1,000 heads, should there not be 2,000 eyes? But the Sanskrit says, the Purusha Suktam says, Sahasra Sirsha Purusha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapa. So don't take literally Sahasra means 1,000. Thousands of heads, thousands of eyes, thousands of feet. That is the Supreme Lord Krishna. And the same Krishna can appear as Vatapatasha, like a small baby. Kararavinde, Karavindam, Mukharavinde, Viniveshayantam, Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam, Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. Like a little baby trying to hold his own right foot and trying to keep his right big toe, holding with his left hand into his own mouth. That Supreme Lord, the substratum, the support, the adharam for all the jivatmas during the night time of Brahma, where there is no creation, where these jivatmas did not get salvation. Bhagavan Sriman Narayana is Vatapatashayi. He is maintaining all of us. That's why he's called Narayana. Narayana Ainamiti Narayana. For all the jivatmas, he is the substratum, he is the support. If not, where will the jivatmas go? And that particular Lord was there. Now comes the Panchajanma. It is the same Panchajanma with which, when he gave Sakshatkaram to Dhruva, Dhruva, just a 5-year-old boy, was literally struggling how to glorify the Lord. Namo Vang Manasa Atitaya. Even by your mind, you cannot conceive the supremacy of Lord Sriman Narayana. By any number of words, we cannot praise adequately the Supreme Lord Sriman Narayana. When Vedas themselves, all the Upanishads themselves, for millions of years, are trying to glorify the Supreme Lord Krishna, yet they could only scratch on the surface of the supremacy of Krishna. So why talk about ordinary human beings with a simple mouth, with inadequate knowledge? Can we glorify Krishna? In fact, that is the reason why Mahatma Desika in the Paduka Sahasram says, even if it is Adisesha, Adisesha with 1,000 heads, with 1,000 heads, even if Adisesha wanted to glorify the Supreme Lord Narayana, even if it takes millions and millions of years, still Adisesha could not adequately glorify the Supreme Lord Narayana. So, Bhagavan Sriman Narayana touched Dhruva with his Panchajanyam. That's it. Dhruva started glorifying the Supreme Lord Krishna. Same thing, Gajendra Moksham, that king Indrajumna of Pandya cursed by Agastya Maharshi, became an elephant. And that Gandharva, Huhunama Gandharva, cursed by Devala Maharshi, became a crocodile and thought. And when Gajendra prayed and Sriman Narayana came, what all Gajendra could offer is just a flower from the lake to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. That is the reason why it is not that we enjoy all luxury, but when it comes to Krishna, Krishna, just a tulasi for you, just a flower for you, just a banana for you, just a glass of water for you. No. When our bhakti is comparable to that of Rukmini, even if you offer one tulasi dalam, Krishna will be more happy with that. When our bhakti is as comparable as to that of Gajendra, even if you offer one simple flower, Krishna will be happy with that. When our bhakti is as comparable as to that of Shabari or to that of Vidura, even if you offer a fruit, Krishna will be very happy with that. When our bhakti is as comparable as to that of what's his name, Amma, who gave only water? Here in my mind. Who is that one in Bhagavatam who gave only glass of water? I'll tell you. He fasted. Rantideva fasted Ekadashi. By the way, today is Dwadashi. Most of you might have fasted yesterday, Ekadashi. He did Nirjalam. Nirjalam he did. When he was about to break his fast on Dwadashi, some beggar came. He gave 50% of the food. Another beggar came. He gave another 50%. Just a glass of water left. Finally, a person came. He gave even that glass of water. And he said, what about you? He said, Annamuledu kunni madurambavulunnadi dravumanna ravanna sharira dharlaku ikkata vachina naku dikku purushottamudakade summu pulkasa. I regret my inability to give you anything just except this glass of water. This is the last thing that I have. Then he questioned, what about you? You fasted without even taking water for more than 24 hours. Don't you need that water? He said, no, don't worry about me. You enjoy this water. For me, that Sriman Narayana is there to help me. When our bhakti is as comparable as to that of Ranti Deva, even if you offer a glass of water, please, is there any way can we ever imagine that will come up to the level of Rukmini Devi, or to that of Gajendra, or to that of Shabari, or Vidura, or to that of Ranti Deva? That is why Krishna said, Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. Not that we enjoy all our comforts and offer to Krishna just a glass of water or tulsi dalam, not. Do Krishna Shakchopachara, Deshopachara, Samasta Rajopachara, Raja Upacharam, as much as you serve a king that comes to your house. Worship Krishna like that. Now comes the Pranava, the supremacy of Panchajanyam. Why Panchajanyam became so famous? Because when Panchajanya Shankanadam comes, it only gives Pranava. That Akara, Bukara, Makara, Iti. That is why, according to the strict Vedanta Krishika's Sharanagati Sampradaya, people without Yajnapavitam, even the Ashtaksharam is not given them with Pranava. They are not given Om Namo Narayanaya. They are given Am Namo Narayanaya. People without Yajnapavitam, according to the strict Vedic school of thought of Mahatma Desika, should not even chant Om. Then how do they get moksha? The same Krishna who said Pranavaha Sarvavedeshu also said Aksharana Makarosmi. So the Veda Viruddham should not be done. But these people should also get moksha. So for those with Yajnapavitam who do Gayatri Japam 3 times a day, the mantra will be given Om Namo Narayanaya. For the ladies and for the people Anupanitas without Yajnapavitam who do not have the Gayatri, they will be given the same mantra but different, Am Namo Narayanaya. So that you are guaranteed moksha in both ways because both are Krishna's words. Why this Pranavam has become so important? The Veda says, Akara Vukara Makara Iti Om Ityeka Aksharam Nama Iti Dve Akshare Narayana Yeti Pancha Aksharani Etadvai Narayanasya Ashtaksharam Param Yohavai Narayanasya Ashtaksharam Paramadviti Anupapurva Sarvamagveti Vindate Praja Pacham Rayaskosham Gau Pacham Tatomrutamashnuti Tatomrutamashnuti Om Namo Narayana Yeti Mantro Pasaka Vaikuntha Bhuvana Lokam Ganishyati. They say in my language, Kaki Pella Kaki Muddu. Kaka Kunji Kaka Kuramba Puritu. So even though the crow looks very ugly, but the mother crow thinks my chick is the most beautiful chick. In the same way, we may think differently, but we may think my mantram is Maha Mantram. I know the Maha Mantram. This mantra gives moksham. That tantra gives moksham. No. Vedas are giving only 3 mantras as the Vyapaka mantras that can give moksha. The 6 letters of Vishnu mantra, Om Vishnave Namaha, or the 8 letter Ashta, or the 12 letter Dwadashakshara mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, not downloading from the computer or noting down from a textbook or some kind of a publication. It should be got as a Upadesham. Pariprashnena Sevaya. Upadekshante te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. You should get it as a Upadesham. A computer cannot do Upadesham to you. A book cannot do Upadesham to you. And when you are getting that Upadesham, you should get it from an Acharya who got the siddhi of that mantra. People may chant only 28 times a day. Imagine how long will it take for them to chant 800,000 times the Ashtakshara mantra. Only those people who chanted at least 800,000 times that mantra are qualified even to explain about it and to give it to other people. But commercial gurus, commercial acharyas pay $2,000, anything and everything will get, even the Veda mantras. That is the present state of unfortunate days. But otherwise, strictly to the Sampradaya, Pranavam, the relationship between Makara representing the Jivatma, Mukara representing the Sandhanakarta, Purushakara Puti, Sri Maharashmi, then Akara, Akaro Narayana Vachaha, Akara Sriman Narayana. Now, why this Narayana Mantram has become so great? Narayana Shabdam is unique and great because Nishkalo Niranjano Nidvikalpo Nirachataha Shuddho Deva Eko Narayana Nadvitiyosti Kaschite. Somebody started in a Satrayagam. Satrayagam means academic discussion. For hundreds of years they continue until they come to a conclusion. Always the question is, who is the Supreme Lord, Paramapurusha? Then the Vedas, the scholars establish Nishkalo, Niranjano, Nirvikalpo, Nirakshata, Siddhodeva, Eko Narayana, only one Narayana. So when they say, who is the one? Narayana. Immediately, anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Not Dvitiyosti Kaschite, no one else, no one else, no one else. That is why when you do puja to Bhagavan, you offer Chandanam, Tilakam. You know with what finger? With a ring finger. You call this one as a ring finger. But actually in Sanskrit it's called Anamika. Anamika, one without a name. Means you do service to Bhagavan as though you are the lowest of the lowest level. Anamika, not even a name. Because how did this ring figure become Anamika? Who is the Supreme Lord? Narayana, 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 none other than Narayana. Anyone else? Anyone else? Nobody, nobody, nobody. They could not find a name for this one. That is how it became Anamika. So, Sriman Narayana, that greatness, the high status of Ashtakshara mantra and the unimaginable status of Sriman Narayana. That is the reason why when he incarnates as Rama, Krishna, Paripurnavataras, Nrsimha, Rama, Krishna, Purnavatara. Again among them, Paripurnavatara Krishna. Why? Because only when Mahalakshmi accepted that incarnation as her husband, he is called Purnavatara. Lakshmi Nrsimha, Mahalakshmi is there as Shimsa Lakshmi. But Sri Rama, Sita Devi is there. Krishna, that Mahalakshmi transformed into all her 8 forms and accepted Paripurna. That is the reason why other avatars, Amsha avatars, partial manifestations like Matsya, Kurma, Parshurama, Balarama, Purna avatars. Bhagavan can invest his energy into a Jivatma and get the job done, yet call them an incarnation. Now comes when he incarnates. Bhagavad Gita, he says, it is very unfortunate, half-knowledgeable people write so many Sthala Puranas. Go there, go to Rameshwaram, popular belief. According to Ramayana, Rama never did Shiva Pratishtha in Rameshwaram. But go there, they give big history. Oh, Rama killed Ravana, he got Brahmatya Patakam. To overcome that, Agastya said, do Shiva Pratishtha, Rama did Shiva Pratishtha. This is the famous temples of worship. Who said that? Valmiki Ramayana doesn't say one word. 24,000 verses Valmiki has written. Not even one word about this incident. But people believe that. They attribute karma phalam to Rama. Those people never studied Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Anaditvat Nipunatvat Paramatmaya Madhyaha Sharirastupi Kaunteya Na Karoti Nadityate. Even though I take a human form and incarnate as Rama Krishna, whatever actions I do, karma phalam will not stick to me. I am beyond the karma phalam. Bhagavan doesn't have karma phalam. When Krishna himself says that karma does not touch him, where is the Brahmatya Patakam? If Rama killed Ravana, got Brahmatya Patakam. If that were to be the case, Lakshmana Swamy also killed Ravana's son Indrajit. Then how come Lakshmana did not have Brahmatya Patakam? And how come Lakshmana did not do Shiva Pratishtha? Okay, before Rama and Lakshmana, the first person to kill a Brahmana is actually Hanuman. Because if Rama killed Ravana, Lakshmana killed Indrajit in the Yuddha Kanda. But even before Yuddha Kanda, in Sundara Kanda itself, Hanuman went to see Sita Devi. And when he ruined the entire Ashokvanam and killed so many of the Rakshasas, finally Ravana sent his own son Akshakumara, and Akshakumara is killed. If Ravana is a Brahmana, his son is equally a Brahmana. Akshakumara is killed. Therefore, Hanuman also got a Brahmatya Patakam. Tell me, where did Hanuman go and do Shiva Pratishtha? So this is the kind of peculiar logic our people have created and do false propaganda, because there are people to give them money, there are TV channels to patronize them, therefore they keep on giving false propaganda and giving that Purana, this Purana, including the, which is like, when you are discussing a subject at a PhD level, they bring in 5th grade books, 10th grade books as references, which they are good. They are good only for the 5th graders. They are good for the 10th graders, not for discussion at the PhD level. Therefore, Godadevi is telling, Krishna blesses with that Panchajanyam. That Panchajanyam has given all the wisdom to Dhruva, all the wisdom to Gajendra. Please, Krishna blesses Krishna. Therefore, may you all be fortunate enough to surrender to Krishna. And I think now I have to go for the morning. No, you go, you carry on. Narayana. Now, if you want, I'll just take the camera out and go around and show you all the deities. And afterwards, in a couple of minutes, we'll close. Narayana.